Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. You probably didn't even get a chance to miss me because I just uploaded yesterday, but I had to come back on because my morning has been filled with nothing but disappointment from these new products that I showed off yesterday before my Ipsy bag unbagging, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know where to start, to be perfectly honest, because I was heaping mad. I was mad this morning. I could not even believe what I spent my freaking money on. This has definitely been a lesson learned, I have to be honest, because I haven't been this disappointed and upset with some products in quite some time. I guess let's jump right in. They weren't all terrible. Let's just take a moment. It wasn't all terrible. Majority of it was, but there were some that were good. So I'll start with the crap and then we'll end on a good note. So if you watched my video yesterday, I talked about Hailey's Beauty, Hard Candy, and the Kim Chi Chic Beauty brand. So because as you know, if you've been watching me for a while, weekends are my times to start trying out new products. So that's what I wanted to do this morning. So I, washed my face, did my moisturizer, and I wanted to do because Hailey's Beauty, I got a full face. I got primer, concealer, and foundation. So that's what I was gonna do today, and then hop on and let you know how it went on, and then do a wear test and update you later on in the day. So I did nothing different. I washed my face like I always do. I did my moisturizer like I always do. And so I went in with the primer. The most silicone-y, dimethicone feel that I have ever probably experienced. And mind you, just dropped it. This is $12. I'm going to remind you of the price. So this is a $12 primer that feels like absolute garbage on your face, or at least it did. Okay, actually here, let me pause. This is my personal experience, my personal feelings. If anybody out there doesn't agree, that's fine. But this is just from me, okay? What I just experienced on my face this morning. And if anybody is watching this and they had a complete opposite experience, I'm all ears. Maybe we have different skin type. Maybe you don't have as much texture on your face as I do, or your pores aren't as large, whatever it may be. I am fully aware that not everybody has the same experience with makeup. This is just what I experienced earlier this morning when I was trying to do my makeup, and literally was like, I can't believe I just purchased this. And again, it came highly recommended. All of this did. So clearly people are having a different experience, which is great, but I'm just sharing my 2 cents. So before anybody's like, oh my God, why are you talking shit? This is just me talking how it felt and what it did on my face. So with that being said, the primer, dimethicone silicone, that is what it felt like. It was a little slimy. It balled up almost immediately on my face when I put it on. Like I knew almost immediately that when I would have gone over to do the foundation would have just slid all over the place because this was balling up. So in my opinion, this is crap. So I'm never going to use this again. Okay. So I went in but I was going to keep going. I was going to see how it all performs together. I grabbed the foundation. So, all right, I had to stop filming for a minute. My Orkin guy came, so I was like, oh, let me adjust quickly. It was like, video interruptus. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I was complaining. So I was, I think, on the Hailey's foundation. So my bad on the shade because like I told you guys yesterday, they've got the number situation. I picked out 3.25, which clearly not mine. As soon as I like put it on, Oompa Loompa, okay? 100% Oompa Loompa style. And I was like, okay. And I planned on like trying to just blend it out anyways and then just make it work with like concealer and stuff and brighten it up and with like powder and whatnot. But for one, it's super, super, super runny, like grossly runny, which I don't like foundations that are like that. I don't like them super thickums, but like somewhere in the middle is what I prefer. So I was like, ew. So what put me off further, what I ended up doing is I washed my face. I took what I had on off completely and I was done. The scent of this. It was the same situation as their concealer, a mixture of gasoline and nail polish remover. That is what it smells like to me. And having that on your face, it was disgusting, you guys. I could not even it wasn't dissipating quickly. It was like right there in my nostrils and I started gagging and I was like, I can't do this. So I didn't even try anymore. I'm done with this, which again, I'm sorry, I'm lopsided. I keep trying to do my phone, but I haven't been this upset with a product or products in quite some time. I have to be honest. And this wasn't cheap. That's the thing that pisses me off. So the primer was $12, concealer $15, foundation $20. So we're not talking $5, $10 over here. We're talking, what are we, 10 and 20 and 10, 30, 32, 40. We're in the $40 range here, okay? So it's not, and granted, I have money set aside for makeup purchases, but this is something that I would have rather spent my money on another product, either to replenish something that I'm running out of or to just try something else out altogether. So my vote on Hailey's Beauty is a big fat effing no, okay, in my book, because I don't know what you're putting in these products that make them stink like that, because I have foundations and concealers and primers that don't smell like anything at all. And most of my primers, they feel like skincare. You don't feel like you're putting silicone or dimethicone on your freaking face. It was extremely off-putting, extremely disappointing, and extremely frustrating. So Hailey's Beauty, lesson learned, Julia, garbage. So that's that for Hailey's Beauty. Next was Hard Candy. So you guys already know I love the highlighter that I bought from them. I've been using it and I'm absolutely loving it. So kudos to them. It was $6. It's great. The other thing that I tried today was their, this is the Glamoflage Full Coverage Concealer. Not a bad concealer. It's creamy. It blended out really well. The blame is on me here. I got the shade Cool Ivory. Way too light. Way too light for me. I think sometimes I overestimate how pasty I am, and I'm just like, yeah, Cool Ivory works. So good concealer, good formula, super creamy. It's like a little bit on the thicker side, but not in a bad way. It's very, like I said, very creamy, blended out, so great. But next time, I think I'm gonna keep this maybe to just for like my inner corners or something, just to brighten up. But I definitely want to repurchase this in a different shade that is more for me, because this is just very, very light. And this was, I believe, $6 or $7. So great concealer, okay? So that was a good one. This, however, the Pore Defense Primer. Thank God this was $6, okay? Thank God it was freaking cheap, because, again, it's literally like, it's in the thing, it sounds like curdled milk to me. Like when you, it's just gross, okay? So I opened it Oh, and this was after, like, I washed off my face. I redid my moisturizer. I was like, I'm just going to start all over, and I was going to give this a chance. I squeezed some, like, watery shit came out and just kept dripping out. I was like, ugh! Like, again, I started gagging. I have a reflex for these things. So then I just started, like, I put it over my sink and I just kept squeezing. I had to squeeze a good 30 seconds before the actual product started coming out. So this is green, just so you know. The product itself is green. Again, the scent. This stinks. I can't even tell you what this smells like. Smells like chemicals to me. Even though this is supposed to be a primer serum and it helps, you know, minimize pores and blah, 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 oil-free, silicone-free. All sounds so wonderful. It's not. No. So I wiped up the shit that was in my sink and this is going in the garbage. I was not about to put this on my face. Like, I learned the hard way of putting stuff on my face and having my face break out, and took me probably close to 2 weeks to get my face back to how it's supposed to be. So there's no way. So this Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer from Hard Candy is a hard no for me, okay? Again, just my experience. The next brand that I talked about yesterday was the Kimchi Chic Beauty. So I tried to use like everything that I bought from them. So this Juicy Chocolate Melt palette. Let's talk about it. And again, my bad. I was gonna look up the prices for these things and I completely forgot. I was so discombobulated and pissed off this morning that I was just like, I can't function right now. So okay. The matte shades are okay. They are creamy. They do blend out well. They are not highly pigmented whatsoever. Every single matte that's in here, you could definitely use these as your transition colors. Like when you're just starting out and you want to like start out like an all over eyelid shade as a base or whatever. These are very much transitional, not highly pigmented. You have to work to get some sort of a payoff off of these. The shimmers, we don't know what pigment is. It didn't even show up on my eyelid at all. I was swirling my brush in there, and I have good brushes. I use brushes that I use every single day with every other eyeshadow that I use. And nothing. I got nothing. I was like, what is happening right now? Why? Okay. So I'm going to keep this just for the mattes because these are beautiful transition shades if you are going for a neutral look. So neutrals are okay. The shimmers, garbage. Freaking garbage, okay? Again, just my opinion, just my experience on my eyeballs. I'm going to keep saying this throughout this video because I don't want anybody coming after me, being like, why are you trashing this brand? I'm not trying to. This was my first time using these products. This is my first very real and very honest opinion and review and experience of them. So I'm keeping this for the mattes, not for the shimmers. Yeah. So, but like my eye look, what came to the rescue today was Beauty Bakery. Thank God. Because I actually I just got this palette from them. This is the Do It for the Gram. And Beauty Bakery and their packaging freaking gets me every single time. It's so gorgeous. And this was if you watched my video, let's see. I don't remember which one it was, but I talked about sales that you shouldn't miss out on for the end of the year. This was just like a, I swear, flash sale deal for one day from Beauty Bakery. And interruption number 2 or 3 has occurred, but we're all good now. I had a ton of appointments today, so I think like everybody came at the same time. They all had the same idea. You know how that goes. But back to complaining. Yeah. So I think I left off talking about this Beauty Bakery Do It for the Gram eyeshadow palette, which I did pick up when they had their little flash sale. So I got this. I bought this. This was free, which is their, it's the Milk and Honey palette. So this is their highlighters. And then I picked up one more thing. And so this rescued my eye look today wholeheartedly because that Kimchi situation was not working. And like, this is gorgeous. Like, you don't even understand. I was concerned with their pricing because their palettes are $38. There isn't anything cheaper unless you're looking at something super mini. So, but now I see why they're $38. It's like the whole Christine Dominique situation from Dominique Cosmetics. Like, these pans are giant. So I think that's the justification for the $38 price tag. But like I said, this was $38. This was free, which is also $38. So you really can't go wrong for that because that's like what? A little over $15 a palette if you divide that by 2. Again, correct me if I'm wrong because I don't really math. But this baby really came through for me today because it was painful this morning, you guys. I have to be honest. So that's what rescued my look today because, yeah. And so that Kimchi palette, no, but these two, okay? This powder, amazing, okay? The Puff Puff Pass Set and Bake, it is awesome. I was so surprised. This could go neck to neck with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I can't believe I'm saying this because that's my holy grail, ride or die. It's my, Clyde to my Bonnie, whatever you want to call it. But it's not a dupe, I don't think, because I don't think there is a dupe for Laura Mercier. But this is definitely going to be, for me personally, a close second. Very, very, very pleased with this powder. This I would highly recommend. And I believe this is only $20. And it's a very large tub. And it's a nice, like, wide pan and lid. It's really nice, you guys. So I am very, very pleased with this particular purchase from that brand. And same with the blush. Like you can see, I'm blushy today. And yeah, this is gorgeous. And beware, super, super pigmented. You need the lightest of hands to apply this. Like, but if you do kind of put on a little bit too much, which I did this morning, it blends out like a freaking dream. It's gorgeous. And then this blinging glow that I have, this bling bling on my face, it's this Milk and Honey palette from Beauty Bakery. Like, this is these are stunning. And again, look at the size of the pans, you guys. I'm blown away. Again, maybe somebody doesn't think it's worth $30, and that's fine, but I feel like with these pan sizes, this is how you justify the higher price tag, plus the quality, the pigment, like that. I mean, this is how you do things right, basically. This is something that I would go back and buy and pay the price because I know that it performs and it's a wonderful quality. So there are brands out there where the higher price tag is very much warranted, in my opinion. Even though I'm the girl who hates paying full price, I try to wait out a sale or some sort of a percentage off. But some of these things, you just do it. You bite the bullet and you do it. But again, that's just my opinion. So that was my very interrupted review. Oh, and don't mind the mess that my child left in the background, because this is what we do. We play and then we just leave it. It's cool. But yeah, so a lot of duds, but some good ones. So again, Hard Candy Concealer, very good. The Kimchi Blush and Powder, very good. The Haley's Beauty, trash, all of it. I want nothing to do with it. I am so off put by those products. It's like ridiculous. And then the palette, if you like a good matte transitional color, if you're into neutrals, you're very much going to like this. I don't know if it's worth buying this palette for the 4 or 5 transition shades. You could probably get that mixed in another palette from another brand that's more affordable. ColourPop comes to mind. They have been top notch when it comes to eyeshadow palettes and quality and pigment and all that good stuff, and not a high price tag. So that's my honest review of all of this. Take that as you may. You may agree, you may disagree, but this is just my god-awful experience today, and I figured I would hop on and share this with you because I am very transparent and I'm a very honest person, and I don't want to mislead anybody or steer them in the wrong direction. But I am open to hearing anybody's like opinions or experiences, if they've had any with these brands, if they've been different than mine. I am very much curious to find out what you guys thought. If you had an experience, if it was a good one, I want to know about it. If it was a crappy one, I want to know about it, because then I know I'm not alone in this. But again, thank you so much for hanging out with me, listening to me piss and moan for however many minutes it's going to be once I edit it all together into one video. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, or a thumbs down if you don't like it. That's cool too. I understand. If you're not already subscribed, I would appreciate it if you did. I would love it so much. Again, thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.